What's up, YouTube? We back. So last night was the first NBA game in the season, Warriors and Nets, and these were two teams that we were both expecting. Like we really all wanted to see what was going to happen within these two teams. Like what will it look like? And we just got the answers. We didn't really get the answers, but like we got the answers basically. We got some answers. So from what I saw last night about the Warriors was that it showed that they needed more depth. Their depth was really lackluster. For example, they had like randoms like playing for their bench and stuff. Like I understand Curry is a godlike player. I take him over Damian Lillard, but I feel like those two it's different to compare. They have different stats and stuff. Not different stats, different successful things. But anyways, my point being is that Curry is too good to the point where the other team's just like, why would we not guard Curry instead of just guarding? Why would we not just double Curry? Like why would we just not double him? That's a way better thing to do. It's easier for teams to double Curry than leave Andrew Wiggins. They'd rather leave Andrew Wiggins wide open right there. Who doesn't want to leave Andrew Wiggins wide open in the corner? I'd rather leave Andrew Wiggins wide open in the corner if I have to double team Curry. I'd rather double team Curry. That's easy. That's an easy thing. That's the thing about the Warriors. They've always had this Klay Thompson. They had Kevin Durant. They always had another shooter besides Curry to threaten them basically. So they couldn't double Curry. That's the whole point. But now they can just double Curry because Curry's the only one that can shoot really like that. Kelly Oubre and Wiggins, they're below average 3-point shooters, which just shows that why wouldn't I just leave them open basically. So like later on in the game, I remember I was saying to myself, it was me and my brother watching it. I was telling them, yo, why didn't they just double them? And then right after I said that, they started doubling. That just goes to show you like how predictable it is and stuff like that. All we have to see here from the Warriors is that, well, we didn't. It's the first game. You have to keep that in mind that it is the first game. The Nets look godlike on offense, like they look incredible on offense. But then you also got to think that probably the Warriors just didn't have it right today because they were missing a lot. Curry was missing a lot. Yeah, Curry was missing a lot to the point where it was really rare, honestly, because he was open most of the shots. But all you have to take into concern is that Curry wouldn't be missing that much, basically. But you never know. You never really know, because this might be Curry's worst year. He has nothing to prove though. That's the reason. For me, he has nothing to prove. I already see him as the best point guard ever. Like not ever, best point guard in this generation for a while. But the fact that Curry's the only shooter and threat there just changes it up the whole point. And like since the Warriors had depth their whole time, like being in the championships and all that, they had Livingston, Iguodala, they had all those people off the bench. That's because that's their depth that they had. But now they just don't even have depth. They have like randoms playing like in the second quarter, third quarter, and like at the beginning of fourth. Like that's not gonna work out for them. That's not gonna really work out. But about James Wiseman didn't look too bad. He didn't look too bad. It was his first game. You gotta give it to him. He didn't do too bad. I did want to see a more pick and roll action with him and Curry to see how that will look on him, because he is good at finishing and stuff. Like as you see right there, he is good at finishing. That's the good thing about it. But I just wanted to see him and Curry do like more together to see if that will be compatible. And like when it comes to Andrew Wiggins, I'm no longer going to be expecting a lot from Andrew Wiggins as much as I used to do before. Cause like we all always wanted him to like use his talent what he does, but like it's already getting to the point where it's like that's just not the player he wants to be, I guess you could say. But like, or like he wants to thrive for it, but we just all have to accept that. So from what I got from Andrew Wiggins is that he's just gonna take a couple of shots, I guess. I don't really know how him and Curry gonna really play together. They looked a little off because Andrew Wiggins was trying to play like Klay Thompson, and he's not a good shooter like that. He's a below average shooter. So that's why it took me off a little bit. But overall, let me see. The Warriors, they look like they're a little bit in trouble, but you can't really decide just off one game. So that's why I'll give them the doubt. But but everything else, or it's just that the Nets are really good. You never know, because the Nets was really looking good that game. But nah. What am I saying? Nah, because there was a lot of plays that the Warriors just didn't do a lot with. So that's why I really think they might be in trouble. But yeah, and then people are saying that Draymond Green would change this, change that. Remember, guys, Draymond Green is not is not really going to do a lot. And I don't know, there's no hate on Draymond Green, but he's not really gonna do a lot when it comes to your guys missing shots. Like come on, and he's not gonna spread the floor. He's not really a good 3-point shooter. He's not gonna do it. He's really just gonna be like what? He's gonna be like a little leader. That's it, like a leader. But that's really not gonna do a lot for them. That's not. They probably need that. We don't know. But they're missing shots. That's the problem. The problem is that they're missing shots. So yeah. Anyways, uh, I'll be back next video. I'll be talking about the Clippers and Lakers, how they look today, and we'll hit you up next time, my boys. Like, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. Peace out.